This segment demonstrates how to assemble your new Craftsman 85-pound tow broadcast spreader. Begin by turning the hopper, part X, upside down. Now, remove the tape from the hopper. Next, align the slide gate and spring. Now align the slide gate bracket with the hole in the flow plate, part AD, and slide it in place. Secure it with a 3/4 inch cotter pin, part E. Next, align the axle, part AC, with the frame assembly, part Y, and gearbox assembly, part AA. Ensure it's aligned as shown, with the hole at the end of the axle onto the right side of the spreader. Now align the 1 1/2 inch cotter pin, part G, through the axle and impeller, and bend the ends open to secure it. Then press in 2 1-inch plugs, part L, into the frame. Next, slide 2 flange bearings, part M, onto the axle and press them into the frame. Now assemble 4 1/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch hex bolts, part C, and 4 small washers, part B. Then align the hopper, part X, with the frame assembly, and insert the bolt assemblies through the hopper and frame assembly. Fully secure it with 4 1/4 inch nylock hex nuts, part A. Now insert the hairpin agitator, part J, into the impeller shaft. Now slide on a large washer, part N, on the left side of the axle, followed by a large plastic spacer, part O. Next, slide on a wheel, part W, with the valve stem facing out. Then insert a 2-inch cotter pin, part F, and bend the ends out to secure the wheel. Now, onto the other side of the axle, slide on a large washer, part N, followed by a large plastic spacer, part O. Then slide on a wheel, part W, followed by a large washer, part N. Next, insert a 3/4 inch cotter pin, part E, through the axle and bend the ends open to secure it. Now align the hitch tube, part Z, and fully secure it with 2 1/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch hex bolts, part C, and 2 1/4 inch nylock nuts, part A. Then align the hitch brackets, part AF, and fully secure it with 2 1/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch hex bolts, part C, and 2 1/4 inch nylock nuts, part A. Next, assemble 2 1/4 inch by 1 3/4 inch hex bolts, part C, and 2 small washers, part B. Insert them through the control assembly, part AE, as seen, and add 2 small washers, part B. Now slide the assembly through the hitch tube and loosely secure it with 2 1/4 inch nylock nuts, part A. Tighten it just a bit, leaving it loose enough that the assembly slides freely back and forth. Then slide on the control arm grip, part V. Then insert the 1/4 inch by 1 1/2 inch hex bolt, part K, through the flow control assembly, and then slide on a small spacer, part R. Now align the flow control arm, part AB, and secure it with a 1/4 inch nylock nut, part A. Secure the other end of the flow control arm to the slide gate bracket with the 5/16 by 3/4 inch hex bolt, part P, and a .312 nylock hex nut, part Q. Fully secure it, and then loosen it a half turn. Now ensure the flow control lever is in the off position. Then slide the 1 3/4 inch carriage bolt Part I through the adjustable stop Part U. Next, slide the assembly into the control bracket and secure it with a nylon washer Part D and nylon wing nut Part H. To calibrate the flow control, move the control lever to the off position. Then slide the control bracket along the hitch tube until the shutoff plate is closed. Now loosely secure the hex nuts that fasten the flow control bracket to the hitch tube. Do not fully tighten it yet. Then set the adjustable stop to the halfway mark and pull the control lever against the stop. Then verify that the shutoff plate has opened about halfway. If the shutoff plate does not open halfway, adjust the position of the control bracket until the shutoff plate opens about halfway and closes completely. Now tighten the fasteners.